Hello guys, happy new year to you all. We thank God for allowing us to see another blessed year. I pray that year 2005 shall be a great year for us all. Thank you for your constant support. God bless you. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to cut a boat neck. I'm going to use paper to demonstrate to you on how to cut it out. So this is the paper that we are going to use to cut it out. We're going to take the measurement. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to our channel. And if you are new to this channel, you are welcome. This is a platform where we learn how to cut different patterns in styles. This is my width measurement. So I use 12 for the width, and the length is 17 inches. So that's the length of the pattern that we are going to be using. I'm going to mark 16 inches. 16 inches is the shoulder line that we'll be working with today. So I will mark my 8 inches. 16 divided by 2, so that's 8. Then I will come here. If you are joining us for the first time, if you don't know how to take your measurement, this will help you. So you are going to take the neck width of 3 inches and the neck depth of 3 inches. Then you are going to connect the neck width and neck depth together. Having done that, you are going to come down by 1 inch under the shoulder line. So that will be our shoulder slope. So you mark your 1 inch here. Then you connect it to the neck width. After doing that, you are going to take your tape measure. Then you mark your vertical line. You can mark the vertical line first. It's either way. So I'm going to mark my bust point. So the bust point of 10 inches. We are going to mark under bust of 13 inches and the waistline of 17 inches, which will be the length of the top. So this is it, 17 inches. So we are going to make a straight line, So we are going to ignore this line, the one I marked here, for the bust point. Then under bust of 13 inches. Then this will be the waistline. So that's the length of the blouse. So that's the length of the fabric. Now we are going to take the measurement of our chest line. So our chest line is going to be 8.5 inches. So this is our chest line. To mark the chest line here as well, 8.5 inches. 8.5 inches. That's 8.5 inches. Take a straight line down to 8.5 inches that we've marked for the chest line. So that will be the armhole as well. So we are going to do it this way. Line of 8.5 inches. So having done that, we are going to look for the midpoint. You can do it this way. So that's the midpoint. Then come in by 1/2 inch. At the chest line of 8.5 inches, we are going to mark our bust point that we are working with. That's the bust line. So that is 38 inches divided by 4, that is 9.5. So we are going to mark our 9.5 here. This is what we are going to do. 9.5. I think you can see what I'm doing. 9.5. For the bust line, you are going to mark it at the chest line. So this is 9.5. Even if you turn your tape measure this way, you are still going to get the same thing. 9.5. Can you see it? For the bust measurement, that's the circumference of the bust. Under the bust points, we are going to take our measurement. So the bust point is 32. So 32 divided by 4, that will give us 8 inches. So this is our 8 inches. This is 8 inches. The waistline is 39 inches. 39 by 4. That will give us 9.75. So we are going to mark our 9.75 here. 9.75. Now we are going to connect the line together. Before we connect it together, I'm going to connect the armhole line. You see it now. So that's how to connect your armhole. I haven't done that. You are going to connect the chest line, the bust point, down to the under bust. So if you want to do this, if you want to cut your pattern without seam allowance and sewing allowance, you can connect it this way. And if you want to place the pattern on your fabric, you insert your allowance all through. Let me add 2 inches for seam and sewing allowance. So I'll be adding 2 inches on it. So I will add 2 inches here. This is 2 inches. Add 2 inches here as well. Then add 2 inches here. Then you can connect the line together. So you connect it to meet with the underbust. From the underbust to the waistline, that's the length of the blouse. What we have to do right now is to cut it out before we can make our boat neckline. So when you get to the top, you have to mark half an inch at the shoulder slope. You have to mark half an inch on top of the shoulder slope. Remember we marked 1 inch for the slope. So you are going to divide it into 2. You will divide it into 2 this way. So you mark half an inch. This is 1 inch. So you mark half an inch. Connect it to meet with the neck width of 3 inches. So that's what you are going to cut out. Let's cut it out. For us to get the boat neck, remember we've marked 3 by 3 for the neck width and neck depth, 3 inches and neck depth of 3 inches. What you have to do is to extend the line. You know we marked 3 inches here. So you are going to mark 2 more inches to it. So that will be 5 inches. You can see it now. Can you see it here? So you are going to mark 5 inches. You will extend it. Instead of 3 inches that we have already marked. So you are going to add 2 inches to it. So that will be 5 inches. Can you see it now? That's your 5 inches. After marking your 5 inches, next thing is to connect the line. You are going to reconnect the line to meet the 3 inches of the neck depth. So that's how we can get the boot neck. I'm going to cut it out. Our top is ready. So this is how to cut the boat neck. It is very easy to cut. So if you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. So you can try it as well and cut yours out. It is very simple to cut.